Hi guys, and welcome to Football Canapes for this UEFA Europa League draw, which is set to take place in the next few minutes, or at least is set to start in the next few minutes. And some of the big clubs are going to be involved, and we'll find out pretty soon who gets whom. Yesterday we saw the Champions League draw take place, and this time round now we have got the UEFA Europa League, which is equally interesting in my opinion. I watch both the shows with equal amount of pleasure, and I find equal I mean, like, I find both tournaments equally interesting. And football is football, and whether it's street football or any football. But anyways, so what are we talking about? We are talking about the UEFA Europa League draw, which is set to take place in about 15 to 20 minutes time, or at least the show is set to start. It won't be as long as the UEFA Champions League draw that took place yesterday, but but I mean, there are 36 teams in this competition, and there are 36 teams in this competition, and the number of fixtures, from what I understand, will be the same as Champions League. And let's see how long it takes, and we'll obviously go it. We will obviously go through it through the fine tooth comb, as we do. And just to let you know, these are the teams we'll be discussing. That here I am, so hopefully you can see me, and hopefully you can see me in the video. Apologies if the picture is slightly distorted or something like that, but that's what we have. As you can see, there are four pots, pretty similar to what we had yesterday. So Roma and Manchester United, Porto won in 2004, and I think in another year as well they beat somebody, Ajax. I mean, imagine that. Rangers, although they haven't been doing that well recently, but big club Frankfurt won it in 2 or 3 years ago. Lazio, Tottenham. I mean, just imagine some of these players. Slavia Prague, Sparta Prague are in Champions League. Slavia Prague are in Europa League. So big teams from Czech Republic. Maybe Czech football is on the up. And then we move to pot 2, Real Sociedad, AZ Alkmaar, Braga, Olympiacos, Lyon, and PAOK Athens of Greece. And then we have Fenerbahce, Jose Mourinho. He'd be disappointed that Fenerbahce did not make it to the Champions League. Uh, Tel Aviv, I'm not sure what their full name is. Tel Aviv, Ferencvaros of Hungary. Pot 3, we move to Karabag. Then Galatasaray. Imagine Fenerbahce and Galatasaray facing each other. Victoria Pilsen Victoria Pilsen, I think, is either of Hungary or Czech Republic. Bodo Glimt of Norway, Union Saint Gilloise of Belgium, Dynamo Kiev of uh, of Ukraine, Ludogorets Razgrad, Midtjylland of Denmark, Malmo of Denmark as well. And Malmo is, I think, no, not Denmark. They are Norway, right? From what I remember. And Athletic Bilbao. I mean, Athletic Bilbao Athletic Bilbao are the hosts of the final. Athletic Bilbao, the final is on 21st May 2025 in San Mames, the new Saint Mames, that is in Bilbao. So great occasion for them. Bilbao recently won Copa America after a long time. Hoffenheim, I like Hoffenheim, TSG Hoffenheim, and what else? We have Nice, OGC Nice, Manchester United and Nice. Imagine if they come together, OGC Nice, owned by Ineos, as well as Manchester United. All hell is going to break loose in a way. Remember when Ineos wanted to sign Jean-Claire Todibo from Nice, but UEFA announced that it won't be allowed because uh, because the owners are pretty much the same. So that's Manchester United will still be smarting away from that. And elect from Belgium as well. So let's see how they get on in that competition. Anderlecht at FC 20 from Eredivisie Tas, then FC Bate Borisov, I think it is, or FCSB, I'm not sure, RFS and Elfsborg from Sweden. So these are some of the teams, so I mean not some but all of the teams uh, that are taking part in this season's UEFA Europa League. The format, I'll be explaining the format as well. It's if you are familiar with if you're familiar with the Champions League format, from what I understand, it's the format is pretty much similar to what we had in the Champions League. Not sure what is wrong with my phone. So something is getting stuck. Anyways, we'll plow along and let's see how it works out. But anyways, coming back to my full faith, that's how it is. Newcastle fan. Uh, I mean, really disappointed. Newcastle didn't make it to Europa League. It was just a matter of one result, one or two results, and it might have been a different story altogether if Manchester United had lost and Chelsea had lost one more game. Then it would have been a totally different story. But anyways, we get on and we get on and move to a different scene. Anyways, so what were we talking about? So these are the teams. The format, from what I understand, is pretty similar to what it is for Champions League, and what it is for Champions League. I'll just give me a minute. I'll explain it. And so basically, one team from pot one will be drawn, and it applies for every team, and they will play two teams from every pot, including pot one. So pot one, for example, Roma could play Frankfurt and Tottenham from pot one. AI, artificial intelligence, will determine who they play, when they play, and where they play. That is the home and away legs. So that's how the thing will work. It's uh, it's interesting. We saw yesterday how AI can throw up difficult fixtures for some, easy fixtures for some. So I mean, it's they say that it will improve the unpredictability in the competition, and how it unfolds. So we will find out. Absolutely, we will, and we will find out how it works out. And 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 the teams I'm pretty sure you can see on your screens. These are the 36 teams going into the going into the tournament, and and yeah, I mean, like, some of the big teams that I know which are in pot 4, like Athletic Club Bilbao. I mean, I'd say Hoffenheim in pot 4 are stronger than Slavia Prague. And imagine Fenerbahce against Tottenham, Jose Mourinho derby. Imagine, uh, imagine Jose Mourinho playing um, Porto, Manchester United, and Tottenham. Although that is not possible, that is not possible. Although that is not possible, I mean, he could certainly play two of them, and then who else? Who else? He could come up against Real Sociedad when he was the manager of Manchester Real Madrid. He would have come up against against Real Sociedad, who beat Manchester United, and Sociedad and Manchester United could come up against each other again. So we will see how the cookie crumbles this time round, and how the cookie crumbles. So that's the fixtures. That's the, I mean, like, the explanation for the thing is, now we know a bit more going into this Europa League draw, because we have seen how how the uh, how the Champions League draw works. So that's uh, that's really good, from our point of view, as we and and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. So here are the teams again. The draw is about to start. I'm not sure whether it's in Monaco or Switzerland, Neon Switzerland, but the final we know certainly is in Bilbao, the Basque country, and they deserve everything they get. And the transfer window is open again. Some of the big deals are taking place. We can't ignore that fact. Of course, um, some big deals like Ivan Tony, Victor Osimhen are still on the cards. Chelsea, I mean, some of the things that they are doing are questionable to say the least, and questionable to say the least, and and we'll see in fullness of time how they get affected, and then how they proceed. But now it's more or less about the draw only, and the draw should begin soon enough. I'm interested in finding out who. Oh dear Lord! I just realized that uh, Manchester United, Porto, Lazio. Oh, sorry, Tottenham. They're all in. They're all in pot A. I mean, we could have had a pot where all Jose Mourinho's former club could have been, involved in a battle. I mean, all the 8 games that Fenerbahce played could have been against Jose Mourinho's former club, but one game against against a team as opposed to as opposed to uh, two. I mean that is perhaps not in keeping with the UEFA traditions. It's I mean we'll find out soon enough whether this format is good enough or is better than what it was previously. But it is the change. UEFA say they have been working on this change for a long time and Galatasaray of course beat young boys Burn as they're showing Bodo Glimt. They lost to Red Star Belgrade, and that's how it was for them. And the draw should begin in the next 2 or 3 minutes. I mean, some really good sides here. I just can't pick out, one clear favorite, maybe from the teams. Maybe, maybe we will have a few favorites. Maybe we won't. And so about 2 minutes left for the draw. Olympiacos from Greece, Lyon. I mean, up until the last season, uh, they were very close to being relegated. I mean, very close to the relegation zone, but pulled out results from the bag, and they got into Europa League this season. They have made some really smart signings. I mean, Leon. So we'll see how Leon get on. They should be one of the favorites for the tournament. They have a good youth system. They're used to selling players. Uh, Alexander Lacazette, etc. are still there, and they have a lot of good players. Olympic Lyon, and by the way, the draw should start any minute now. Not the draw, but the show itself. And I mean, it's a long drawn out process that we saw yesterday. So that we saw yesterday, and hopefully that does prepare us well, and that does prepare us well for the tournament. The teams you can go through. I mean, I'm looking forward to at least two games between Jose Mourinho and his two former clubs. We can see in pot one Roma, Manchester United, Porto, and Tottenham, former clubs of former clubs of former club of former clubs of Jose Mourinho. And by the way, show has started. Not the draw in particular. I'm pretty sure they'll explain how things work, how things don't work. So that ways it might take a little while. And just in case, if you're watching, please do consider subscribing to the channel. It helps me. It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost. And by the way, the host is there. So the draw should start soon. The draw should start soon, and That's my humble request. If you can consider subscribing to the channel, that would be a big help to me. And yeah. Anyways, let's get on. So Matt Smith is the host. UEFA Europa League. They're just over what happened last round in this competition, and so Atalanta. I haven't mentioned them. They are the defending champions. They are the defending champions, and the defending champions, and of course they are in the Champions League because they are the defending champions, and hopefully, I mean, they'll make it through to the knockout rounds or the playoff at least. Atalanta, that is, because this season there's no dropping down from Champions League into the Europa League or the Europa League into Conference League, UEFA Europa Conference League. That's a big plus, and and yeah. So I mean, going over the last season's you know competition where Atlanta beat Bayer Leverkusen 3-0 in the final. Ademola Lookman scored a hat trick in the final. A good game it was. I mean, from Atlanta's point of view, they scored three goals. I mean, one player who had a terrible game for me in Bayer Leverkusen colors at least was Palacios, and he was absolutely terrible. He was terrible for me, and Gian Piero Gasparini was the manager for Atalanta, and of course, uh, they are now in Champions League. So are Bayer Leverkusen. So neither of the teams is in this competition. Last season's finalists, and Ademola Lookman ended up with the trophy as well as match ball, scoring a hat trick, and yeah. I mean, more or less, the draw looks ready. I mean, they're now going to call on the guess. Not sure who it is. Can't recognize him from the pictures. Glenn Stromberg. Glenn Stromberg is the person who will be conducting the draw, and will be conducting the draw, and and hopefully, yeah, it will be an exciting draw. An exciting draw. What does it entail for an exciting draw? I mean, plenty of matches where unpredictability is uh, unpredictability is there. I mean, Glenn Stromberg is there, and the draw should take place. Although we must exercise caution that it could be the format might be different, and I'm pretty sure that it's the same as Champions League, but there's a chance that it might not be. So still yapping on about the tournament, etc., etc., and I mean, I'd rather talk about the transfer deadline window while they talk about some uh, some peripheral stuff about the tournament. Get on with the damn draw. Get on with it. It's pretty much the similar to the similar to the it's almost exactly as same as the Champions League. I mean, it is the same, and and because the final is in Bilbao, they have invited Adoritz, who's a legend in Bilbao, retired a couple of seasons ago, and and he'll be conducting the draw along with Glenn Stromberg, and let's see how it unfolds. Folds. These are the teams. Every team will play 8 games. Um, every team will play 8 games. The last game is on 30th January. Imagine that. So there's a there's a there's what about a 3-4 week gap between match day 6 and match day 7. So that way is there's a big gap between match day 6 and match day 7, and then the playoff rounds are in February 13th and 20th February. So very little break for players. It's so much football. I mean, sometimes I mean, you and I, we all enjoy football, but sometimes it can be a bit much. And 8 games, and then 2 playoff games, and then 7 more games. So how much is it? 10, 7. I mean, it could potentially require you to win to play 17 games in Champions League. So draw is about to start. Let's uh, let's uh, let's hope. Let's hope it's clean, etc. And and so as you can see, these are the teams: Roma, Manchester United, Porto, Ajax, Rangers, Frankfurt. Eintracht Frankfurt, Lazio, Tottenham, Slavia Prague, they are in pot 1. Real Sociedad is at Alkmaar, Braga, they are in pot 2 along with Olympiacos, Lyon, PAOK, Fenerbahce, Tel Aviv, Ferencvaros, and pot 3 has Karabakh, Galatasaray, Victoria Pilsen, Bodo Glimt, Union Saint Gilloise, Dynamo Kiev, Ludogorets, and Midtjylland, Malmo. Pot 4 has Athletic Bilbao, Hoffenheim, Nice, OGC Nice, Anderlecht, RSC Anderlecht, Twente FC Twente, Besiktas, FCSB, RFS, and Elfsborg. So these are the 36 teams. And now Giorgio Marchetti, who's the UEFA Deputy Secretary General Secretary, is going to explain the draw. There has been a fair bit of change since uh, since last season, and they need to explain everything. And the dignitaries from all the clubs are out there, and the dignitaries from all the clubs are out there, and the draw should begin imminently. So, I mean, I can imagine it taking at least 40-45 more minutes. The draw should begin imminently. Should. I mean, like, that's the hope. Yeah. Pot A, the teams they are going through. Pot 4, pot 2, pot 3, pot 4. So, uh, the teams, I'm pretty sure you can see on my screen. These are the these are the teams. Pot 2, some real big hitters in there as well as in pot 4. So pot 1, uh, as I explained, pot 1, one team will get two teams from pot 1, pot 2, pot 3, pot 4, and then and then and then I mean, that's how eight fixtures will be determined. AI will be determining who faces whom, and where they face, when they face, and like we saw yesterday, Real Madrid were given fixtures, PSG were given tough fixtures against Bayern, Arsenal, and these and the likes. So we'll see who gets whom. And Manchester United, of course, are in pot 1, and as well as Spurs. So they 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 both should find out two of the fixtures pretty swiftly, and then it can be determined what happens. I mean, like the quality of fixtures, how tough, how easy they are, we can figure out ourselves. So let's see how it proceeds. How it proceeds. They're still fucking explaining what is going on. I have no idea why they would be doing that. But I guess they are legally obligated to. So if they are, then they may as well. They may as well. They may as well do that. I mean, like it's long process, if you ask me. By the way, in the meanwhile, let's see if So the draw is finally about to start. Yippee! Yip 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 yip. Yip 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 yip. Yip 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 yip. So the teams are in there. Let's see who gets drawn out first. Really excited. I mean, draw is a draw. I mean, that whets your appetite. Sometimes it can be, it can be, it can be.
Magpapakan lang. Nagdagos.
So the first team out of the bag is Rangers, I think. Rangers is the first team out of the bag. Let's see who they get. So Rangers, their fixtures, their fixtures are being determined. So Tottenham at home, Manchester United away, Lyon home, Olympiacos away, Union Saint Gilloise home, Malmo away, FCSB home, Nice away. So these are the fixtures for Rangers, Tottenham, and Manchester United. So two English teams. So British Derby kind of. Then they have Union Saint Gilloise and Nice. So that's a nice one for them. I mean, tough for uh, Rangers. Let's see which team is out of the draw next. AS Roma, Jose Mourinho's former club. Jose Mourinho's former club. Frankfurt home, Tottenham away, Braga home, Alkmaar away, Kiev home, Union Saint Gilloise away, Athletic Club home, Elfsborg away. I'm like, I don't get it. I think these are from not just pot one; these are all the pots. So that's a bit interesting because it's slightly different from the Champions League. So they have drawn all of their eight fixtures from all the pots. So it's slightly different. Um Eintracht Frankfurt, Eintracht Frankfurt from Group One, Pot One. So Slavia home, Roma Ferencvaros home, Lyon away, Victoria Pilsen home, Michelin away, RFS home, Besiktas away. So these are their fixtures from. I mean, like I am maybe getting confused as well because these are the fixtures. I mean, I could be wrong. So pot one fixtures are correct. I mean, like they have to be correct. Up next, FC Porto. FC Porto have got Manchester United home, Lazio away, Olympiacos home, Tel Aviv away, Midtjylland home, Bodo Glimt away in Norway, Hoffenheim home, and Anderlecht away. These are the fixtures for FC Porto. Pretty tough if you ask me. Ask me Manchester United and Porto, Lazio, and So these fixtures, I mean, Porto and Manchester United, everyone remembers Jose Mourinho running down the touchline in 2004 when Porto beat Monaco in the final. Let's see if who we get next. It's Slavia Prague, I think, up next. Let's see who Slavia Prague get. They've got Frankfurt away. I mean, the AI is taking a while. Oh, wait, no. So one fixture is already determined for them. Ajax home, Frankfurt away, Fenerbahce home, PAOK away, Malmo home, Ludogorets away, Anderlecht home, Athletic Bilbao away. So these are the fixtures for Slavia Prague. Of course, Sparta Prague are in the Champions League. So four clubs left. Big clubs. I mean, big clubs. Let's see who we get next. It's Manchester United. Interesting who Manchester United get. Rangers home, Porto away. They already have. Let's see who else they get. So, PAOK, Fenerbahce. Oh, Bodo Glimt, Victoria Pilsen, Twente, and FCSB. An absolutely handout of a draw. An absolutely handout of a draw. I'm like, what an easy draw. But Fenerbahce traveling to uh, Manchester United traveling to Fenerbahce. That is, so Manchester United will be playing Jose Mourinho's Fenerbahce as well. So let's see who we get next. Tottenham Hotspur are the next one. Roma, Rangers. Roma home, Rangers away. We already knew that. Let's see from other groups what they get. Alkmaar of home, Ferencvaros away, Karabag home, Galatasaray away, Elfsborg of Sweden, and Hoffenheim. So, I mean, how Manchester United got such an easy draw, I'll never know. I'll never know. Ajax and Lazio are left in this. Ajax and Lazio are left. Let's see who Lazio are up next. Hopefully, they don't get Roma. So Porto home, we already knew that. Ajax away, Real Sociedad home, Braga away, Ludogorets home, Dinamo Kiev away, Nice home, Twente away. So these are the fixtures for Lazio, and now and now and now and now we only have got Ajax remaining. Let's see. So Ajax have got Lazio home, Slavia away, Tel Aviv home, Real Sociedad away, Galatasaray home, Karabag away, Besiktas home, and RFS away. So these are the fixtures for Ajax. So the fixtures in pot one are concluded. Uh, Fixtures in pot one are concluded. Manchester United, by the looks of it, have gotten very easy draw. Relatively easy. I mean easy as anything. I mean, Manchester United, Rangers, Porto, PAOK, Fenerbahce, Bodo Glimt, Pilsen, These are the key teams that Manchester United have gotten. These are the teams. So pot two now. Let's see who we get from pot two playing whom. Some of the fixtures for pot two have already been determined. So remember that's the case. Let's see who's first out of the bag. It's Tel Aviv, Porto home, Ajax away. We already knew that. Real Sociedad home, Braga away, Midtjylland home, Glimt Bodo away, RFS home, and Besiktas away. So these are the fixtures for Tel Aviv, Maccabi Tel Aviv, or what their name is. I know this Maccabi or Hapoel. I don't know. Fenerbahce is up next. Man United home, Slavia away, Slavia Prague that is. Lyon home, Alkmaar away, Union Saint Gilloise home, Midtjylland away, Athletic Bilbao home, Twente away. These are the fixtures for Jose Mourinho's Fenerbahce. So Ferencvaros of Hungary are up next. They've got Tottenham home, Frankfurt away, Alkmaar home, PAOK away, Malmo home, Kiev away, Nice home, and Elect away. So these are the fixtures for these are the fixtures for Ferencvaros. Up next is Real Sociedad. No, it's not. It's PAOK. PAOK Athens. The PAOK have got Slavia, Man United, Ferencvaros, Real Sociedad, Victoria, Pilsen, Galatasaray, and a couple more. I'm not sure who they have gotten. Up next, let's see who is up next. It's Braga from Portugal, Portuguese Superliga. Lazio home, Roma away, Maccabi Tel Aviv home, Olympiacos, Bodo Glimt, Union Saint Gilloise, Hoffenheim home, Elfsborg away. These are the fixtures for Braga. Four more teams in pot two. Real Sociedad from Basque Club, Martin Zubimendi. Ajax home, Lazio away, PAOK home, Tel Aviv away, Dynamo Kiev home, Victoria Pilsen away, Anderlecht home, Nice away. These are the fixtures for for Real Sociedad, and like pretty tough to pass judgment on who I mean, like how the fixtures are, but I can tell you categorically that Manchester United have been handed everything on a plate once again. Olympiacos have got Rangers home, Porto away, Braga home, Olympiacos away. Oh, sorry, Olympiacos. We are talking about Olympiacos. And Lyon away, Karabag home, Malmo away, Twente home, FCSB away. So these are the fixtures for Olympiacos. Alkmaar have got Roma home, Tottenham away, Fenerbahce home, Ferencvaros away, Galatasaray home, Ludogorets away, Elfsborg home, Athletic Club away. So that's their draw. Last but not least, Olympique Lyonnais. Olympique Lyonnais are the last club to be drawn out. We already know who they have got: Frankfurt, Rangers, Olympiacos, Fenerbahce, Ludogorets, Karabakh, Besiktas, Hoffenheim. So these are their fixtures. These are Olympic Lyonnais fixtures, and now we move on to pot three. We already know who they have got. The fixtures are halfway there. We are halfway through the fixtures, and I mean, yeah, some of the information about some of the clubs is pot C now. Three, C, whatever you want to call it. Artist the Ruiz is drawing the draw. The first team out is Union Saint Gilloise of Belgium. Roma home, Rangers away, Braga home, Fenerbahce away, Bordeaux home, Midtjylland away, Nice home, Twente away. So these are the fixtures for them. Next is Ludogorets. So Slavia Prague, Lazio, Alkmaar, Lyon, and Midtjylland, Victoria Pilsen, Athletic Club, and Anderlecht. So these are the fixtures for Ludogorets. These are the fixtures for Ludogorets. I mean, still can't get my head around how Manchester United got such a easy draw. Rangers, Slavia Prague, Olympiacos, Ferencvaros for Malmo, Galatasaray, Karabag, Twente, Besiktas. Eh, I mean, hard to judge which one is going to be a tough fixture. Hard to say which one is going to be an easy one. So Galatasaray, we already know some of the fixtures: Tottenham, Ajax, PAOK, Alkmaar, Dynamo Kiev, Malmo, Elfsborg, and RFS. Next, it's Dynamo Kiev.
8 बजे नहीं खाना बंद हो जाएगा तब तक
अभी तो 5 बजे हैं.
2 घंटे और है
3.
5 मिनट पूरा होने
Karabag, Victoria Pilsen, Bodo Glimt, and Midtjylland are remaining in pot 3. I mean, like the draw has gone for a toss. It started to rain in my area, and the signal is completely lost. So that's the luck of the draw that you get sometimes. Terrible, absolutely terrible. And I mean, again the signal has gone for for a toss. just completely disappeared. It was raining terribly hard actually. It's back now up to port 4. It keeps coming and it keeps going, so hopefully it will work. Again, same issue. Besiktas, Frankfurt home, Ajax away, Tel Aviv home, Lyon away, Malmo home, Bodo away, Athletic Bilbao home, 20 away. These are the fixtures for Besiktas. This is pot 4, the last of the pots. Final is in Bilbao. Let's see if they come up soon. I think it's Hoffenheim now. It is TSG Hoffenheim. So they have got Tottenham home, Porto away, Lyon home, Braga away, Kiev home, Midtjylland away, FCSB home, and Anderlecht away. These are the fixtures for uh, Hoffenheim. FC 20 of Eredivisie, formerly of Steve McLaren. So we know there's 6 of their fixtures: Lazio home, Man United away, Fenerbahce, Olympiacos, Union Saint-Gilloise, Malmo, and the 2 last are Besiktas and Nice. So up next it's Elfsborg of Sweden. So we knew what the fixtures are. Nice, Athletic Bilbao are the last 2 ones that they have gotten, apart from Roma, Tottenham, Braga. So pretty tough fixtures for Elfsborg of Sweden. Now it's Athletic Bilbao where the final will be played. Let's see. Anderlecht. I mean, like, what happened to Bilbao's fixtures? Are they running overtime? Probably are. Porto, Slavia Prague, Ferencvaros, Real Sociedad, Ludogorets, Victoria Pilsen, Hoffenheim, and RFS. These are the fixtures for FCSB are the next club out of the hat. So I mean, they're just plowing through the whole thing. Nice. Let's see if they get They won't get Manchester United at least, or maybe they couldn't have been drawn with Manchester United. Manchester United, who were extremely lucky, and RFS are the last club out of the pot. RFS. So these are their fixtures drawn pretty easily. We already knew most of their fixtures, and the options remaining for them were pretty limited. I'll try and put up all the fixtures, all the 144 fixtures up for you on the screen. It might take 5-10 minutes until the pictures are available, and then we can talk about it. I'll be discussing the main teams like Manchester United, Tottenham, etc. But no point going over all the clubs because some of these are a little obscure, and I would be wasting everybody's time if we discuss that. So let's see if what is available and what we can work through. So so. Let's see if UEFA have put out any fixture. So I mean Manchester United, from what I saw, their fixtures were pretty easy if you ask me. Their fixtures were pretty easy if you ask me, and then the fixtures were pretty easy. Tottenham not too difficult either. Both of those should in my opinion make it through, and should make it through, and so I'll I'll try and put those up, and hopefully then we can have a constructive discussion about how things are looking, and then we'll say goodbye for at least today, and tomorrow tomorrow we'll see how things pan out. So Manchester United fixtures, I can certainly put a few up for you, but I am hoping that putting fixtures that are uh, that are so I mean so some of the Manchester United fixtures I can tell you. I'll put it up on screen, but don't get confused. The first two are from from this day, but two others they are from Champions. So hopefully there isn't too much confusion. As you can see, Manchester United, we know their fixtures: Rangers, Porto. Uh, it's Fenerbahce, I think. Yes, Fenerbahce, PAOK, and and we can see some fixtures for them. I'm trying to get other fixtures as well, but it's been it's been it's been proving difficult. Hopefully you can just allow some things to pass by. So Manchester United fixtures, I'm pretty sure you should be able to see, and and let's see, three and pot four fixtures are available because this, without those, the picture remains, I mean, like incomplete in a way. So, but let's just talk about Manchester United fixtures. Rangers, Porto, PAOK, Fenerbahce, Bodo, Victoria Pilsen, Twente, and FCSB. So these are the fixtures for Manchester United. These are the fixtures for Manchester United. As far as Tottenham are concerned, they've got Roma, uh, Rangers, Alkmaar, Ferencvaros, Karabakh, Galatasaray, Elfsborg, and Hoffenheim. So these are some of the fixtures that they have gotten. That they have gotten. Apologies if you're seeing half and half because I've only got half of it available. Just trying to arrange for the other half, and soon I'm pretty sure it will be available. And once it is, I'll put it up for your viewing pleasure. Let's call it that. And if you want to discuss anything in particular, we can certainly do that. Manchester United fixtures, the Manchester United fixtures, I've told you how easy they look, and with the strengthening of the side that they have done, um, it's a cakewalk for them to finish in top four, top eight, I mean. And if they don't do that, then they'll have only themselves to blame. Then they only have themselves to blame. But for now, I mean, Manchester United should easily. I'm like, even if they put out the youth sides, they should make it to. I mean, like at least the knockout phase. Last time round in the Champions League, they exited the tournament pretty unceremoniously. So that way is it's a bit it's a bit damning for them, but we'll hang around for now. We'll talk stuff. I'm not going anywhere right now. Roma, let's talk about them. They've got Frankfurt, Tottenham, and who else? Who else have Roma got? They've got Braga, Alkmaar, Kiev, Union Saint Gilloise, Athletic Bilbao, and Elfsborg. So pretty tough fixtures for Roma as well. It's it's it'll be it'll be tough for Daniele De Rossi, who's the head coach at or the manager at Roma, who's the head coach at Roma. So what three teams? What three teams? I'm just putting up what three fixtures as well. Just bear with me, please. Just bear with me. And pot three teams are available, and let me just put up pot three. These are the pot three teams, and hopefully it is available for you now. See, these are the pot three fixtures. Just one group is remaining. One pot is remaining for me to for you to upload, and then we can completely analyze who everyone has got, and who plays. I'm like we more or less know the dates. It is available on Wikipedia as well. It is it is available on Wikipedia as well. I'm just maybe if UEFA just hurried the fuck up and like just waiting. Pot four teams to be available, and this is the pot three team. I mean, which other team should we look at? I mean, like Athletic Bilbao. We don't know all their fixtures, and and from pot two, Olympic Lyonnais. They have got Frankfurt, Rangers, Olympiacos, Fenerbahce, and they've got a couple more. So Fenerbahce, Ludogorets, Karabag, Besiktas, and Hoffenheim. These are the fixtures for Olympic Lyonnais or Lyon as we know them. Fenerbahce, let's see who Jose Mourinho has gotten. And so Manchester United, Slavia Prague, Olympic Lyon, AZ Alkmaar, Midtjylland Athletic Club. So it won't be easy for Jose Mourinho's new team, Fenerbahce, and he would be pretty disappointed already that Fenerbahce are not in the Champions League. They, I think, were eliminated by Lille, if I am not wrong. Fenerbahce were eliminated by Lille. Let me check if the pot 4 fixtures are now available with the UEFA, and it will take just a couple of moments for me to upload. And yeah, so they are available. Let me just upload those for you so the picture will be complete. Then the picture will be complete. Sometimes it, I mean, like as a one man show types, it can be a bit it can be a bit tough. That's why I'm asking if you can if you can if you can just subscribe and help out. It's always encouraging. So here's the complete picture in front of you, and here's the complete picture in front of you. Hopefully we can analyze everything right now, and we have all the damn fixtures. So we have 36 teams, each playing 8 fixtures, and then 36, and every team plays two. I mean, it takes two teams to play a fixture. So 36 into 4 is what, 144, and 144 group fixtures, then 16 playoff ties, 16 round of 16 ties, 8 quarter-final ties, 4 semi-final, and 1 final. So I make it 32, 40, 45. So 189 ties across across both UEFA Europa League and UEFA Champions League. Thankfully, I'll not be doing UEFA Conference League draw because that would be just a monumental fuck up for me. I'm like, God, this is the transfer window going on as well. So these are the fixtures. Let's just look at the fixtures. Fucking all 189 of them are in front of you, and I mean, if you have any particular fixtures you want to talk about, any team's fixtures, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Please do consider subscribing to the channel as well, and do click a like as well. So Roma, we know who they have got: Frankfurt, Tottenham, Braga, uh, Alkmaar, Kiev, Union Saint Gilwa, Athletic Club, and Elfsborg, Man United, Rangers, Porto, PAOK, Fenerbahce, Manchester United. I am talking about here, and Manchester United. I am talking about here, and just a minute. Manchester United. We are talking about, and man. So Manchester United, we have talked about, or we were talking about Victoria Pilsen 20 FCSB. That's who they have gotten, and Porto, Manchester United, Lazio, Olympiacos, Tel Aviv, Michelin, Bodo Glimt, Hoffenheim, Anderlecht, Ajax, Lazio, Slavia Prague, Tel Aviv, Real Sociedad. ठीक है, ठंडा है तो ठंडा. Rangers, Tottenham, Manchester United, Lyon, Olympiacos, Union Saint Gilloise, Malmo, so these are the teams. These are the fixtures. I'm pretty sure you can see. If you want to discuss any in particular, I've gone over it many times that Manchester United have gotten very easy fixtures in this draw for me, and I want to discuss in particular the fixtures for Athletic Bilbao, the team that is hosting the final. So let's just look at it. Slavia Prague, they've got a Slavia Prague, AS Roma, Alkmaar, Fenerbahce. So I mean, like, the AI has dealt them a pretty tough hand. Ludogorets, Elfsborg, and Besiktas. Although they should back themselves to get at least uh, at least a top 24 place. Otherwise, they have players like Nico Williams and others as well. That's as far as the draw is concerned. I mean, that is where we are. There's nothing special in terms of the other fixtures that we have got. We could have had the Rome derby that was avoided. We could have had you know Jose Mourinho playing some of his former clubs, but that didn't happen either. Trying to figure out which teams have got tougher draws. I'm like fairly evenly distributed. I don't know much about clubs like Elfsborg or FCSB or RFS to make a judgment. Make a judgment on them, and so I'd refrain from doing that. Only looking at clubs that we know will be making a difference at the top level, more or less. So, and clubs like Manchester United, Roma, of course, no Sevilla in this in this in this this in this year's Europa League. So So the draw is perhaps open for almost everybody. And let's just for one last time go through the draw for some of the main sides. Pot one in particular, Roma, Frankfurt home. So Frankfurt home, Spurs away, Braga away, Alkmaar away, Kiev home, Union Saint Gilloise away, Athletic home, and Elfsborg away, Manchester United, Rangers home, Porto away, PAOK home, Fenerbahce away, Bodo home, Victoria Pilsen away, 20 home, and FCSB away. So that's their fixtures. Porto, Manchester United home, Lazio away, Olympiacos home, Tel Aviv away, Midtjylland home, Bodo away, Hoffenheim home, Anderlecht away. Ajax, we've got Lazio home, Slavia away, Tel Aviv home, Real Sociedad away, Galatasaray home, Karabakh away, Besiktas home, RFS away. As far as Rangers are concerned, they've got Tottenham home, Manchester United away, Lyon home, Olympiacos away, Union Saint Gilloise home, Malmo away, FCSB home, Nice away, Frankfurt, Slavia home, Roma away, Ferencvaros home, Lyon away, Victoria Pilsen home, Midtjylland away, RFS home, Besiktas away, Lazio have got Porto home, Ajax away, Real Sociedad home. Well, Real Sociedad home for Lazio, Braga away, Ludogorets home, Dynamo Kiev away, Nice home, 20 away. So these are the fixtures for Lazio, as we discuss. And then coming to Tottenham, they've got Roma home, Rangers away, Alkmaar home, Ferencvaros away, Karabakh home, Galatasaray away, Elfsborg home, Hoffenheim away, and then Slavia themselves, they've got Ajax home, Frankfurt away, PAOK home, Malmo away, Ludogorets home, Anderlecht, Ludogorets away, Anderlecht home, and Athletic Bilbao away. Now, for the remaining 27 sides, I'm just going through some of the main teams that there are. Real Sociedad for me are Ajax home, Lazio away, PAOK home, Tel Aviv away, Kiev home, Victoria Pilsen away, Anderlecht home, Nice away. Bear in mind the dates have not yet been determined. The dates and the fixtures will be determined later. From Group D, Lyon, Group 2, Pot 2, Lyon. Let's talk about them. Frankfurt home, Rangers away, Olympiacos home, Fenerbahce away, Ludogorets home, Karabakh away, Besiktas home, Hoffenheim away, and Fenerbahce, Manchester United home, Slavia away, Olympic Lyonnais home, Alkmaar away. Then Union home, Midtjylland away, Bilbao home, 20 away. So these are the fixtures for Jose Mourinho's club. Pot 3, I don't see any big clubs over there. And Pot 4, Bilbao, we can talk about Bilbao's fixtures. Bilbao have gotten Slavia Prague home, Roma away, So for host of the final, this is what we are talking about. This is Athletic Bilbao at St. Mamés. 21st May is the final. Um, Alkmaar home, Fenerbahce away, Victoria Pilsen home, Ludogorets away, Elfsborg home, Besiktas away, Hoffenheim we can talk about, Tottenham home, Porto away, Lyon home, Braga away, Kiev home, Midtjylland away, and FCSB home, Anderlecht away, and Nice, Sir Jim Ratcliffe's Nice. They've got Rangers home, Lazio away, Real Sociedad home, Ferencvaros of Hungary away, Bodo of Norway home, Union Saint Gilloise away, uh, and then Twente home and Elfsborg away. So these are the fixtures for OG Sinis, who are also owned by Ineos, who are the part owners of Manchester United. And apart from that, I don't see anyone in Group Two, Group Pot Four that needs any particular substantial sort of a discussion. And if you have any particular team in mind that you want to talk about, we can do that. If you are looking for any particular team, we can talk about that. Else, we'll wrap it up for tonight. Of course, the it's still a big day. The transfer window is still open. Last few hours, what it is like, if I were to take it 10 hours or so before transfer window slams shut. So we'll be working on that as well, transfer window as well. Um, Hopefully we will see some exciting business take place, but not holding my breath because not holding my breath. So apparently Jadon Sancho could be moving to Chelsea. Anyways, no point dragging on. No point dragging on about it. We have the fixtures with us, and we have the fixtures with us. And, the dates, I'm pretty sure, will come out later. So these are there for you to look at whenever you want to. And so I'll call it a time on this video at least, and then maybe we'll catch up sometimes later. And just one request, if you can subscribe to the channel and do click a like for the video if you liked it. If not, leave comments on how we can improve, and then we'll see where we go from there. So anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next few videos, which is not that far away. And till then, stay safe, take care, bye for now.